Silver didn't just rally today, it quite literally exploded. How high, you may ask? It shot all the way up to $65.48 after America's latest jobs report completely stunned Wall Street. America unexpectedly lost jobs while economists were forecasting growth, and the market reacted immediately. The dollar dropped, treasury yields fell. It was the classic bad economic news is great news for precious metals situation. Gold surged to a 7-week high, but silver stole the show. And now a new report citing Goldman Sachs warns that a potential short squeeze may only be starting. See, if traders are caught on the wrong side and are forced to buy silver back, this already explosive rally could accelerate even faster. But that's not the only major story unfolding today. Trump is meeting with roughly 200 mining executives and government officials at the State Department, including Marco Rubio. The goal is to rebuild America's critical mineral supply chains, reduce our dependence on China, and secure the materials needed to replenish weapons used during the Iran war. So on the exact same day, silver reaches $65.48. Washington is treating critical minerals like a national security emergency, because it is, and the rest of the world is sitting on the edge of their seats just waiting for the next ball to drop. This is much bigger than just a one-day price spike. Silver's now sitting at the center of a weakening economy, changing Fed expectations, a potential short squeeze, in America's full-blown mineral security push. So let's break down exactly what just happened and, most importantly, where silver could be heading next. All right, folks, we have a lot to break down today. You could see it was a massive day for silver. Look at this. This was right after the jobs report came out, and you could see silver shot up like a rocket all the way up to $65.48. Came down a little. Now we are at $63.54, which is still very important because look at where we were at just yesterday, folks. We were sitting around $60, $61, and within just a couple of hours, we were up to almost $66. If that's not called an explosion or silver exploding, I don't know what is. Now, we're going to cover a couple of different articles, but first, I must say, if you guys want the newest, latest, most up-to-date, recent information in the world of precious metals, more specifically silver, make sure you subscribe so you're always up to date on a day-to-day basis. You'll always get it here. Sometimes first, maybe not first, but you're definitely not going to miss a beat if you're over here, and I will go into this stuff in detail. So we have this article, Silver rallies 5% as CTA shorts take cover. This is from Silver Trade. This one's very interesting. It's called The Dark Side of the Boom. Silver's rally has flipped the momentum signal, but the physical market is not confirming it. Then we have this one, gold hit 7-week high as weak U.S. jobs data dents rate hike bets. So yeah, that's the stuff we're going to be covering today. Now, of course, there's some other big things as well with Trump, with the BRICS nations. There's just so much happening, but I can't break it down into one video, or the video would be like an hour long, which is also why you should subscribe, because I'm not just covering one specific topic. I cover the plethora of all of it. And all of it does affect silver, and I try to make it at least entertaining, informational, or educational to some extent. Now, let's talk about it. So, Goldman, silver futures recharge as positioning and the dollar weakness drives the rally. Silver and gold are both called higher this morning, with silver leading the charge after a lackluster day yesterday. And the craziest thing is it wasn't even really that lackluster like it was, but at least silver is now steadily holding above $60. That's what we want. The longer it holds above 60, the harder it's going to be to break below 60. So, and now with the day like today, it's almost guaranteed that $56, $57 was the bottom. And there's even more proof that I could show of other experts also mentioning this. So Right now, this might be the cheapest you'll be able to get silver for a while, possibly ever. I'm not saying that for sure. I have no idea. Nobody does. And if anyone tries to pretend that they do, don't listen to them. But just looking at this, understanding the data, the charts historically, looking at the patterns and everything that's going on, it just does seem like that was the bottom from the 121 correction on January 29th. Anyways, so at the time of writing this, silver's up 4.9% at 64.38, up $3. Gold is lagging its sister, up 1.8%, up $78 at 4,318. So yeah, silver went even higher after the time of writing that article. So both metals are experiencing both physical buying out of London as well as algorithmic buying out of multiple places. I mean, look at that chart for gold and silver. The algo buying is reportedly CTA money covering shorts, along with good old-fashioned front running of shorts in this torrid rally. And if you guys didn't watch the interview I did with Andy Schechtman just about a week ago, Andy explained how dangerous this can be, like how he almost went out of business during the Wall Street silver movement because he's trying to hedge and trying to guess what the markets are going to do on Monday when it opens up. If you're on the wrong side of that, you could be out millions of dollars with the snap of a finger. So you can see why people panic. It's not as easy as just, oh, I have silver, I buy it. Oh, I have silver, I sell it. No, they have to hedge positions. You guys can go watch that interview if you want. He dives a lot deeper into it. I think I actually made just a separate clip from him explaining that, so you don't have to watch through the whole interview as well. I think the video's titled like Andy explains one time, or I don't know, something about him almost going out of business. Very interesting. I highly recommend that you watch that video to understand the dangers of this market. So positioning was light into the turn. Silver entered the end of July with relatively light speculative positioning, leaving the market vulnerable to a sharp move once the macro backdrop improved. Goldman Sachs notes that managed money net length on July 28th stood at only 3%, two-year rank in notional terms, meaning speculative exposure was near the bottom of its recent range. As July turned into August, an incrementally dovish FOMC meeting, intervention in the Japanese yen, and a reversal in oil prices combined to weaken the dollar and lift metals, along with the information that just came out today with the jobs report, Trump's meeting. I mean, there's just so much happening right now that is bullish for silver, along with even gold going up, pushing silver with it. So yeah, right now, understandably, silver is doing really good, and hopefully this will be enough oomph behind it to stay above 60 and maybe even start approaching 70s, like some chart experts are saying. So managed money returns. Goldman believes managed money gross longs were probably an important driver of the silver move. Aggregate silver open interest increased about $2.4 billion, with the largest daily increase occurring towards the upper end of the price range, suggesting new positions were being added as prices rose. So this is a really interesting article. This one, I wanted to cover this first, but I wanted to get to the meat and potatoes, just show you guys exactly what's happening. So silver's rally has flipped the momentum signal, but the physical market's not confirming it yet. Silver entered August carrying the sort of positioning imbalance that can turn a routine rebound into something sharper. Now, this was written yesterday. So we kind of already went over this, but according to Goldman futures trade Robert Quinn, he's saying the recent range towards the end of July, the COT data showed managed money net length at only the third percentile of its two-year range in notional terms. So takeaways by the dark side of the boom. Goldman Sachs managed money position was unusually light before the latest rally, leaving room for a fresh speculative length to enter the market. Silver gained 8.3% between July 28th and August 5th. And now you guys can do the math. I don't know what it was on July 20th exactly, but yeah, silver is dramatically higher. And that's why the people that pay attention to the day-to-day pricing can get a little, they can lose sight, miss the forest for the trees. Because you got to remember, like even last year, what was silver at last year at this time, right? People got desensitized to $121 in January. So now anything below that looks cheap. But remember, silver was just at $56, $57, not that long ago. And now look where it's at. Now it's approaching 70. It just shows how fast not approaching 70, but we're getting up to 60. It was just at 65.48 today. So tomorrow, or I mean Monday, with things opening up and probably more crazy stuff, more announcements from Trump happening over the weekend, things are going to open up. Plus, there's a lot that's going to be going on over the next 2 weeks. Actually, leading up until like September 13th, there's big stuff. So, yeah. Physical market remains the weak link. Silver lease rates softened during the rally, while Goldman Sachs' FX strategists do not yet expect a sustained dollar decline. So gold hits 7-week high as weak U.S. jobs data dents rate hike bets. So look at these numbers, though. July non-farm payrolls, 23,000 versus 80,000. So they were estimating 80,000, but they were down 23,000. U.S. rate futures cuts chances of September rate hike. Silver, platinum, and palladium also head for weekly gains. So, gold surged on Friday, hitting its highest in 7 weeks after an unexpected drop in U.S. non-farm payrolls for July dashed rate hike hopes and set bullion on course for its best week in 7 months. Spot gold jumped 2.4%. We don't even have to cover these because it's not even relevant anymore. But yeah, so the weaker than expected jobs data presents a scenario where the Fed is going to be less likely to raise interest rates at its next meeting. Declining energy prices and a potential reduced likelihood of U.S. interest rate increase portends to a weaker dollar and stronger gold prices. Lower interest rates make gold more attractive relative to yield-bearing assets as bullion does not generate interest. UBS expects gold to jump to 5,000 in the first half of 2027, he said on a note on Friday. On the geopolitical front, U.S. President Donald Trump told reporters that he believed the war with Iran would be over soon. I actually just made a poll on my channel about an hour ago asking you guys if you still support Trump. The answer was you had the options of yes, no, or I don't care. I actually should go check right now because it was only posted about an hour ago, but I think that's enough, that there's enough votes to kind of get an idea. Of course, like waiting till tomorrow when there's like thousands of entries. But I'm actually going to pause the video right now and then show you guys the results. For you, it won't be a pause because I'm pausing it. Now, let's go look. Okay, so here we are. Do you still support Donald Trump? 129 votes. Yes, 51%. No, 41%. 8% says, I don't care. So we could read some of the comments. Who the heck could possibly support him? Worst president in history. I was a Trump supporter at this point. In the right mind. He has the lesser of two cancers. I can agree with that. Yeah, so looking like the majority still does support, but people are losing interest. Yeah, that's where we're at. My opinion doesn't matter. And that's just simply because it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're left, right, up, down, front, center, sideways, to the middle, even a little bit crooked. We talk about silver over here and what affects silver. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. I'm going to go see Spider-Man with my daughter. Yesterday we were at the fair and did some fun stuff over there. But yeah, I love you all. Make sure you subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
The silver market moves fast, but prices move even faster. Subscribe to Silver Slayer for daily updates.